Hello, my name's Natasha. Welcome to my channel. This is Wake Up the Whips Wednesday. Now, I have got something to show you that I have finished, and also I'm going to show you something that I showed a long time ago on one of my videos, probably nearly a year ago now, but I had a question on my one of my other videos. I think it was the Free Pattern Friday, one of them. Had a question about the blanket that is on the back of my chair. So I'm going to show that one and talk about that one today as well, because I don't have a lot to show you. But I do have something to tell you about the hooks. Now, last week I said to you that I had done the brown or the gingerbread colour on my Christmas character blanket in a 4mm hook because I couldn't find my 4.5. I found my 4.5. And do you know what? It was in the bottom of my basket all along, the whole time. Now, I just think that these makers of the crochet hooks, I'm just going to turn my light down a little bit because it feels like it's blinding me. The makers of the crochet hooks, they're not imaginative with their colours, because this, let me check before I make a mistake again, this is the 4mm and this is the 4.5mm, and it is literally only a little bit thicker, but they're the same colour. So unless you check and check and check and check again, you can easily make the mistake. Now, I thought I had picked up the 4.5 when actually it was the 4. So I urge you, if you use Susan Bates, because this is Susan Bates, but this applies to any other, of course, just to make sure that you are picking up the right ones, because they are the exact same colour. And I think that that is a little bit unfair, because the 5mm is blue and the 3.75mm is silver. But these are the same, and it's so frustrating. Anyway, rant over. Before I show you, as you can see, I have some cubes behind me, and I ordered a pack of 12 because I don't have a lot of yarn, not a tremendous amount, and I fancied having what I've got in my cupboard out on display. Now, I'm not really sure where I'm going to put them in my dining room. It's quite small, so at the weekend I'm going to have a jig about. But my husband Alan was quite nice and put those two together for me, because I was a little bit like, oh, I'm not sure how to do it. But it comes with this lovely, oh, sorry for the crinkling, comes with this lovely hammer, and I thought, oh, I don't really know, don't want to use it. So he said, well, I'm sure it's easy enough. Anyway, he clipped them on for me because I have really double jointed fingers, and don't, you know, when you're poking, it kind of my fingers bend instead of, you know, being solid. So pushing things in is really difficult. And he said all you need to do is tap them in when they've been pushed. So I wouldn't be very good at it. So he was kind enough just to do these two for me for now, because we were just finding out how it worked and things. And also I'm not sure whether I want to keep them on there or not, because there isn't a lot of space underneath my my television. So I've put them there, and I've put all of our friends, well, some of our friends on the top of it there, as you can see. So of course, like I say, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I will show you when it's all in place, because there is a bookshelf over in the corner, which I'm thinking of moving upstairs, and then I've got my teddy cupboard, which I've talked about before, in the corner, where I've got all my treasured teddies and things that my children have made through the years in that cabinet over there. So I'm thinking about moving it all around, so then I can have my yarn on this wall over here. But again, I'll show you when it's all sorted, because at the moment in front of me is quite a shambles. But we won't talk about that, because all you can see is this. So I've been talking now for 6 minutes and you haven't even seen anything. So first of all, I will show you what I managed to complete. And it is the Christmas character blanket. Now, I say complete. The stripes are completed. But as I've said before in previous weeks' videos, I'm not going to do the face embellishments and things until Christmas in July. And so it's just going to go back to sleep again for a little while. But I feel so much happier now that I've completed it. Now, for the gingerbread one, I've used Stylecraft Special DK, and it doesn't give me so much yardage as the Hobbycraft sections, which are the blue, green and the white and the red, because I only managed to get 31 rows out of the gingerbread, but I got 35 rows out of the others. And actually, and this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh, hang on, I've lost count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 34. And there was 34 rows in the Yarnspirations Create. So they do vary, and as much as it says, you know, and you think, oh, 100 grams will be enough, do check the yardage, because the yardage is so important. I'm not really worried about how many rows it is, because it doesn't really look that different. But if you've got a special project in mind, you do really need to check the yardage, because in one make you might only have 396, for argument's sake, and in something else you may get 411 or something like that. That's only just an example of mine that I'm using, but it is worth checking the yardage and not just relying on it being 100 gram balls, because you do get more in some more yardage for your grammage in some balls of wool. So I just wanted to make sure that you were aware of that, just in case you didn't realise. And so, like I say, it's finished. I'm really happy, and I literally only had from there to the end to go, and I'm super happy, absolutely wonderfully happy that I've managed to do it and finish it. And you will be seeing it again in July. So there's not really a lot else I can say about it. But it means that I will be able to carry on now with my blanket Dream Big Little one, and it also means that I can focus also on Yasmin's blanket as well, which is the grey and cream one so far that I was doing and I showed you, because last week, obviously, if you want to go back and have a look at that video, I did a few rows on each blanket, but this time I just wanted to get it done because the ball was almost finished on the Christmas character one, and I didn't want to just keep doing only a few rows on it when actually I could have quite happily finished it, which is what I decided on. Also, whilst I think about it, whilst I was having a rummage and talking to my lovely friend Sally whilst we were crocheting together on a video call last night, I stumbled across, and I'm sorry for the crinkling, I should have got it out before, I stumbled across another sleeping whip. So my Wednesday whip videos can carry on for a bit longer. Now, I will have to trace back and have a look at the pattern, but I've got some arms here, but they're open at each end. Not quite sure why they'd be open at each end and why it wouldn't start on the with a closed end and then work forward. So I'd have to check that. But I've got two of those. I've got a lovely rabbit head with some wriggly, sorry, that's just not coming out right today, is it? With some floppy ears, that's what I meant. The only thing that put me off, I know this is the reason why I didn't carry it on, and the slightest thing seems to put me off, or used to. I'm getting a bit better about it. But as soon as I stuffed it, the eyes looked like they had moved, and I hate that. But Sally from Nana Moon's Crochet, as I was saying, said, oh, it'll be fine, don't worry about it, you won't notice it, just carry on with it. She said it will give you another video, another object to do for your Wednesday videos. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, I can't really tell you what the yarn is. It's super soft, really, really soft. I love it, but I don't have a ball band. And I'm hoping that I'll have enough to complete it. But I have 1 foot as well. So we've got 1 foot, 2 arms, and I probably did do the arms. They probably are like the correct arms and everything, but I'm going to go back and check anyway just to make sure. I don't think I've got the book in here, I'm not sure. I will have a look in just a sec to show you the pattern, but if not, I'm just going to redo them. It's not going to make any difference. So then I've just got 1 foot and the body to do if I can get away with not doing the arms again. Let me just hold on. I'm going to see if I've got the book that's just over behind the camera there. So hold on. Hello, I'm back. Now, for me, it was literally just a minute. And for you, it wasn't even a second. But this little rabbit is the rabbit that I was doing from the Cute Crocheted Animals, and this is the cat that I did for my white cat for the mix and match challenge, if you remember, that I was making for that. So I'm just going to get to the pattern and see page 24. This is another picture of Emily. This is called Emily Rabbit. I love the dress, and I love the fact that she's got red wellies on. Now, oh, I suppose it's winter boots as well, isn't it? Because her friend Jack has got a raincoat and a woolly hat. And so I'm just going to check to find out, whilst you're here with me, what I need to do. Ears, head, it's not here. Arms, here we go, using 3.5mm hook and a 12 stitches, join the slip stitch and make a ring. Fasten off, fold the arms in half and then sew the starting chain together to form a paw. So they're saying basically to sew up this, but I'm not sure that I like that idea. Maybe I'll just put up with it this time, but I don't really like it, because they're saying that by sewing it together, sew the starting chain together to form a paw and stuff both arms. So it'll be easy enough, and I think, yes, I think I'll do that just for quickness. But I'm not sure I like it, because it won't have a very good finish. Whereas if you have a magic ring, you can cinch it and it looks nicer, even though it's like rounded. But we'll just go with it, I think. So watch this space for this one here. But I am going to do some work on the other blankets first. I'm not sure when I'm going to get round to this, but because I found it, I didn't want it just to sit in the cupboard anymore. So that's another little whip that I've got. Which then brings me to this one, which I keep on my chair, because this blanket I made for Sienna, my youngest daughter. And sometimes she'll have it on her bed and sometimes she won't. But I said, I'll have it for the back of my chair for now. And I fell in love with these rounded circles here. And I wanted to make a whole blanket of them. But I got fed up. And I thought, I know, I'm going to thread them all together. Thread them? No, not thread them. What's going on today? Sew them all together, and then it will make a blanket that's quite nice, a nice size long ways, because I wanted it to fit her single bed. And so I decided that I was going to do and bear in mind I made this a couple of years ago. I decided I was going to do some V-stitches first in a few colours. Then I joined the circles. Now the circle tutorial pattern for the circles I've got on my Ravelry page, and I think it was circles to squares or circles of colour or something or other. I will find the pattern and then show you on Friday for my free pattern Friday. I think that's the best way. So I've done a series of V-stitches in each colour. I did two. I did one to start with and then two of each colour. And then I did the circles, which is just basically a granny circle, and then I squared it off into a square. And then I did block stitch, which is another favourite of mine. And then I did some corner to corner, and I love corner to corner. I really love it. I haven't done it for such a long time because there's so many things I'd like to get done, but I really do love it. And I just did it corner to corner, but I did it in strips. So I just went up 3 and then just carried on along and along and along by just decreasing at the 3 and not going any further, and then just kept increasing along the line. And I did that for each colour, and then I did some more V-stitches, and then I did a border, which I did V-stitch around on the border as well. So if I can stand up, I'm not sure whether you'll see it or not in its entirety. Let me put it against my chair. Now there's a stain on it that won't come off, so you have to just excuse that. But we're just going up and up and up. Sorry, this is a bit of a rubbish way of showing you, isn't it? But I thought that would be nice at the bottom of her bed. And then have the rest of the stitches on the top. And so it just sits on the back of my chair for now until she wants it again. But as soon as I had a question about it, I thought it would be nice to show it. So I hope you have enjoyed my video for this week's Wake Up the Whips, and please comment in the description box below if you have anything to comment on, because I always love reading your comments. Like, subscribe, comment and share, as I always say, because it helps my channel grow. Hello to everyone that I have had as new subscribers, because I'm getting a couple every day at the moment, and I'm really pleased to have you here. Thank you to everyone that comes back regularly to watch, and thank you so much for everyone that does comment each time, because again, I really love it. So I'm going to go because I need to get this uploaded ready for you to watch in the morning, because it is Tuesday evening here, and I want you to have it ready for Wednesday morning. So I'm going to go now, and you will be seeing this at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Please take care, enjoy your crafting, and I will see you all on Friday. Take care, lovelies. Bye.